I paid $85 for this entire lot of old coins, including shipping. But was it a bargain, or did I just buy a box of old, nearly worthless coins? Let's go through some of the most interesting pieces and see what we actually have. First, this 1896 Russian Rouble. It's a silver coin from the Russian Empire, but there's a problem. Someone drilled a hole through it. It was probably turned into a pendant or some kind of personal ornament. That definitely hurts its collector value, but the coin itself is silver, so it still has value as precious metal. Next, we have a halfpenny from 1806. This one is not silver, but it's more than 200 years old, so condition and variety can make a big difference. Then we have a 10 Zlotych from Poland, dated 1988. It's a much more modern coin and doesn't contain silver, but it's still an interesting piece of Polish history. Next is the Italian 500 Lire from 1958. This one is made of 835 silver and weighs 11 grams. That's about 9.2 grams of pure silver. So even before considering its collector value, the metal itself has value. Here are two British pennies, 1917 and 1900. They're common bronze coins, but I still love seeing coins that have survived for more than a century. Then there's this 10 Centimes from France, dated 1855. Another very old coin, although its value depends heavily on the exact variety and condition. This 5 Öre from Sweden, 1975, and the 10 Kopeks from the USSR, 1955, are much more modern and are mainly interesting as historical pieces rather than for precious metal content. But now we get to another silver coin, the 20 Kopeks from 1923. This is an early Soviet silver coin made from 0.500 silver. The silver content gives it a base value, but its collector value can be considerably higher depending on condition. And look at this tiny 1/6 Öre from Sweden, 1707. It's more than 300 years old. It's copper, not silver, but its age alone makes it a fascinating piece. Then we have one of my favorites, the 1941 US half dollar. This is the famous Walking Liberty half dollar, made of 90% silver. It contains about 0.3617 troy ounces of pure silver, so there's significant value in the metal alone. And then we have this 1894 Guatemalan peso. It looks like an old silver coin, but unfortunately, this one is fake, so definitely not treasure. We also have a 1933 British shilling. It's a silver coin, so it has value simply from the metal, in addition to any collector value. And finally, the 1936 British Florin, another classic British silver coin from the pre-decimal era. So, after going through all these coins, the big question is, was this $85 lot actually a bargain? We have silver, coins that are more than 300 years old, some interesting historical pieces, and even a fake. But what do you think? Trash or treasure? Would you have paid $85 for this entire lot? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more old coin discoveries.